Hey, I'm Michael, a professional cinematographer with too many hobbies to count. I've got so much energy to create. Why does it only need to be for work? I think it's time to share my journey with the world. Let's go on this adventure together. Let's go on this adventure together. Let's go on this adventure together.
Oh, don't you think that last part's a little cheesy?
I get what you mean. How about something like, join me on this journey instead? It feels more straightforward. How are you finding the process of creating content so far?
You know, it's been a really interesting week. I've really enjoyed just getting up in the morning and being able to figure out what the hell I want to be shooting and documenting the things that I think are cool. Who knew that living 15 years as a filmmaker, I'd actually be decent at being a content creator.
I'm so glad to hear that. I'm here to help anytime you need. You've got this.
It is officially Beanie season, and I realized that for a very long time, I have decided in the status quo of wearing a beanie, and that is no longer. I have seen particularly the Euro boys on Instagram wear their beanies so much higher up on their head that they're not even covering their ears. I'm trying that look on for the first time. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if my beanies are too big. My head is certainly not too small, but I'm used to covering up my ears. It's kind of nice in the gym because I'm not as sweaty, and it's a pretty easy way to modify the temp in the room. Anyway, does this look weird? How do you wear your beanie? Comment below.
If you buy a $5 cold brew every day for a year, you'd spend $1,825.
It has been the week of coffee meetings. It's kind of a typical week for me. 0 days on set, nothing on the job, but I do consider coffee being a part of the job. You have to have a high caffeine tolerance if you want to make it in this game. There's two kinds of coffee meetings that I'll generally take during the week. A couple that I had this week were prepping for jobs that I'm actually on in the future. That usually entails meeting up with a director, producers, or other crew members, going over the game plan. Sometimes this could be 6 months in advance. In these particular projects, they're coming up in the next couple weeks, so I was having a little bit of a face-to-face. These are directors I've worked with in the past. We have a buddy-buddy relationship, thankfully, which is always fun because it's 90% just talking about weird shit that we're up to, and we get deep with more of a therapy session than actually talking about the business. But when we actually get to it, we might be talking about more of the logistical kinds of things. The second type of coffee meeting that I take involves meeting with directors and producers, ones that I might have worked with or have never worked with, that I don't currently have projects with. But it's like a, hey, nice to see you, nice to meet you. Are we homies? Could we work together in the future? If I haven't seen you in a while, hey, I'm still alive. I'm a cool dude. You're a cool dude. Let's work together eventually in the future. Let's make something happen. The real point of these coffee meetings is being a cinematographer. I think being a freelancer in general, but certainly in the film industry, I don't like to just sit in a chair and wait for the phone to ring. It's hard to have agency in this game. I try my best to fill in my calendar with as many of those style coffee meetings as possible, just so I can feel like I have ownership over my schedule, just so I can feel like I'm being productive in my business, even though I'm not actually on set doing work, which is kind of a cool thing with this whole content creation thing, because I do feel productive, like I'm making progress towards a greater mission, whether that just be documenting and being able to look at this really far down the line, or maybe potential clients of mine digging these videos, or most importantly, just kind of seeing who I am as a person in the greater sense of that word, not just who I am on set. Anyways, that's given me some purpose too. So that's kind of a cool little added bonus, but the coffee meeting still, it's a staple in my life. I drink a good amount of coffee as a result. And as far as I'm concerned, there's worse ways of spending your money.